Hello, this is Ben with Helping Services for Youth and Families. And today we have Barb, who's the director of our Family Education program with us. Hello, Barb.
Hey, Ben, how are you?
Good, and you?
Doing well.
Good, good. Well, I just kind of wanted to kick this off as if you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in rural Northeast Iowa, about 5 miles from a little town called Dorchester. We raised crops and cattle and hogs. Graduated many years ago. I actually have a very big reunion, hopefully this year. I don't know, I have 3 kids, been married 25 years. My kids are all adults now. So, yeah, that's the really short version of me.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. Do you just want to talk a little bit about your role at Helping Services in the Family Education program?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have been doing family education and support for 17 years. I have been with Helping Services for the last 6 years. I'm the director of family education and support. What we do is we provide in-home visits for families that have children birth to 3. When my kids were born, they lost their little instruction book right at birth. So what we do is we provide information and help offer guidance to fill that gap. Raising kids is not easy, especially in this day and age. Yeah. There's so much information out there. There's so much misinformation out there. And there's still a lot of old wives' tales that I am hearing. And so what we do is we provide families with best practice information. There's several different things for each age, each month, even down to the weeks of a child's age. We the parents are the first and most important teacher in that child's life. And sometimes we just have to help remind them that, nobody knows your child better than you. We encourage them to advocate for their child. We provide activities. We do, like developmental assessments, is a 10-month-old walking when they should be walking? Are they delayed? Things like that. And then we can refer out. We kind of work hand in hand with a number of agencies, the hospitals, family physicians, WIC, libraries, and even school districts. So it's not just somebody coming into your home and saying, oh, this is how you have to do it or you're doing it wrong. Because there's no right way. And so we're there to just let parents know that, there's so many different things to do. We see all kinds of families. We see families that just want to be sure that, little Jane is walking when she should be walking. Or that little, Billy is, why is he sitting so close to the TV? Maybe he has a vision thing. So there's a lot of things, that we do when we go into homes.
I mean, one of the things that, back to when you were talking about parents as teachers, when Lori, who's the family educator in Clayton County, she wrote a blog for us that was highlighted on our website there and really talking about the parents as teachers. And, I've heard as, staff members at Helping Services talk about it, but that was really cool to see and how excited also that father was to be involved in there. So that was just kind of a cool snippet, which anyone can go find on our website. And it was in the most recent newsletter as well, which, Lori did a really good job with that. So with your work, if someone wants to get involved, when they're at the hospital, is there resources there, or is there a place they can go contact you or your team at?
Yeah, there's a lot of different places. So we typically first contact. This is all pre-COVID, but typically first contact would initially be in the hospital, seeing a lot of these families that have just had their new addition to the family. We have had doctors contact us and say, "Hey, this parent is wondering about this." And we've had parents just contact us themselves, wanting to know more about the program or how they can get involved, either for the long term or even the short term. Most families that participate with our program and the Parents as Teachers program, they really enjoy the 2 visits a month. And we try and do that until the child ages out at age 3.
Yeah.
There's not a minimum age for them to be involved in the program just before age 3. So it doesn't have to start at birth. It can start at 18 months.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Anytime.
Yeah, and you mentioned a little bit about how with the visits pre-COVID. And obviously, COVID has changed lots of things for every single person. But it's really, could you talk a little bit about how COVID has impacted the work that your team is doing, and I guess some of the things that have come out that are exciting for how your team has reacted to that?
Right. So, of course, we are not doing in-home visits at this point. We are following our Department of Public Health guidelines and the National Parents as Teachers Center guidelines. Both are or have said, home visits of any type should be suspended. So it's not just us, it's families with Head Start or visiting nurses or different things like that. All visits are suspended. What we are doing is doing virtual visits. So talking on Zoom or Facebook Live or whatever, like you and I are now, or if families can't, do video, we're calling. So we're still checking in, doing visits, going over, what's going on with the family, what's happening with the child, just like we would with an in-home visit, minus the fact that we can't be there.
Yeah.
Some fun things that have come out of this is several of our educators, actually all of our educators, have done some live videos on different stages of development and activities that they can do at home. We have an educator that has done an outstanding job doing Storytime Live. Maddie and Maddie has a rabbit, and I cannot think of its name.
Yeah, I can't either. It's but Maddie does have the rabbit there. Yeah.
Yep, Maddie does a great job with Storytime. And we're looking at, more videos or more live activity videos, maybe even doing some group videos with the staff. The state and the National Center are still putting together how things are going to look when we go back, which hopefully in June we might get back out there. There's so many unknown, but checking us out on Facebook Live and just on Facebook videos, you can find out a lot of information.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. This on our as you said, our Facebook, on YouTube, and our Instagram page, we post the videos that the educators do, and they do a wonderful job of. And it's things that are just in your home, if you, especially, and they are different targeted age groups. So if you have a kid who's 18 months or 6 months, it's you can find a video that has to do with you and how you can help the development of your child. And and they're fun. I think they're good. They're good activities too. It's I wanted to make a racket that Lillian did. That was fun. Well, good. Well, this is wonderful, Barbara. Just want to thank you for your time today doing this. It's I think it's a wonderful program, and people don't don't hesitate to reach out. You can find all of our information on helpingservices.org. Barb and her team is all the information and resources are available there. And then, like we said, is keep your eye on Facebook and on our Instagram page, and you'll see those videos pop up. So thank you so much for your time, Barb.
Thanks a lot, Ben. It was fun.
All right. Thank you. Take care.